Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another reaction video for today, and it's time for a brand new Degenerocity video. This is my J... What? Why is it... Why... Wait, hold on. Why is there a star and job? Wait, hold on. Why? Why? Wait, why? Why? Or maybe we'll find out. Maybe you can't say job on YouTube or they demonetize it. Anyway... We should put DSP right above this, by the way. Can we just put a DSP right here? I'm going to put it in the thumbnail. I'm going to put DSP, get a job. One of my favorite wrestling signs in the audience, whatever. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go. My job experience. So we're gonna get some Degenerocity lore here. Or it's going to be all bull. Yeah, I don't know. You never know. Anyway, let's get to it. Link in the description. 3, 2, 1, play.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears.
Monkeys. Monkey man. Oh, DSP run!
This is a
DSP run!
path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our birthday hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Like, unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work.
This is the cool job.
I think most of us, if given a
I've only had like one job I would ever consider was good.
You get paid now and not work that job again.
Every other job suck cock.
Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business.
God damn it, I need to watch Always Sunny.
So you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9 to 5 at a warehouse lifting boxes. I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching Reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff.
We'll all be dead one day. But guess what?
No, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually we all have to get a...
Oh yeah, I forgot Dogman was a
job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear, you could send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them still go wrong. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people.
Yeah.
But nah, it feels like they're posting it as bait just to mess with people. Or steal your...
There's a place near me that I wanted to get a job for because it was really close. And this was like a couple years ago. And they had the help wanted sign out. Went in. They said they were not hiring. I was like, oh, okay, well, the help wanted sign. It's like, oh, we forgot to take that down. I'm pretty sure that sign's still up. By the way, I'm fairly certain it is.
You're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent-paying job requires
what that motherfucker sign say?
Experience and not be homeless.
Will woo for a follow. Woo! Like Ric Flair?
Almost every decent paying job requires
I think that's whoa, actually.
And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile.
Yo!
You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you
I need to watch that show.
And in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application.
Fuck you.
Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on. Back when I was still
maybe she's good at the job.
Applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad? Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit ass questions. Why did you choose our business?
Every job I've worked at has been an interview with one guy, and it's always been a guy, and every time it was just like, all right, why do you want the job? And I explained, we're like, all right, and that'll be it. And I didn't get the job I wanted. I was like there was nothing deep about it. I've never worked a job that has been anything exceptional, though, to be fair. So I worked at a Game Crazy. Does anybody even remember Game Crazy? I bet not.
Hiring. Like, what's up? What is your
It was
main
connected with Hollywood Video. And remember Hollywood Video? I don't think so.
motivation to get your work done?
I don't like talking about my personal life though. So
Money.
forget what you heard.
Am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers. What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of
Well, let me go back. I'm sorry.
You still gotta go
feel
through
like-
some more
all right, let me hear it.
bullshit-ass questions.
I think I missed
Why
some
did you
stuff.
choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done? Money. What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the
I don't want to help your fucking business. I want money, bitch. Give me money. I'll do your stupid shit.
next 5 years?
Not
Hopefully
fucking
not
here.
That's just me being honest with my
Oh, this
answers.
is an awesome
What do you want me
job.
to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's. So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make
I've never
yourself
worked
look
at a food place though, or at any like a restaurant or anything like that, which is good because first of all, I'm already fat, so that's going to be a problem. And also, well, that's actually the only problem, but still,
as
that's
good
it.
as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say
Fuck no.
absolutely. I always
No, fuck that. No.
wanted to be a slave.
Would you? Would I? Yeah, I would.
Congratulations.
I would want to be a
You
slave.
successfully become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And
Oh,
it won't
shit.
be the job itself to motivate
God
this decision.
damn.
It's your boss and coworkers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders, I would mess up orders, and one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kind of jealous
Shit,
is that some of my coworkers
Hey, yo, Mr. B.
would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like,
Experience,
damn,
bro.
Are you Samoan? Those
Whoa.
trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a
The
good
one
time.
guy I worked with in Game Crash, I won't bring up any other ones. He was pretty cool. I won't say his name.
Maybe my
He
experience.
literally worked in the Hollywood Video and the Game Crazy. I would only work in the Game Crazy though. I was only there for a few months, but he was cool.
Imagine working a 16.
Literally, they were connected. Like you go just walk right. Game Crazy at that point. Game Crazy was literally just like a tumor on the ass of Hollywood Video, which was already dying. I mean, this is back when Blockbuster was dying, so Hollywood Video was already fucking. It was like that picture of the monkey that's like wired up. Like that's it. That was Hollywood Video.
Now
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift
God,
for a
what the
wedding
fuck?
and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m.
Sweet 16.
and clocking out at
The
1:30
fuck is a Sweet 16? You're 16. Congratulations. What the fuck? Who gives a shit?
30
Who came up with Sweet 16?
Yeah. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take
That's
off,
pretty much what Hollywood Video looked like. That.
off my shoes more than once. But I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the
Hell
environment
yeah.
I was
Down
around
those.
was nice.
Yo, what's up, my
Sometimes.
friends?
I've had to serve
I love that character. I don't give a fuck about it.
some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free?
The fuck.
You a bitch.
If I had trash coworkers or a trash boss,
Nothing. You a
I
bitch.
would have not stayed at that job
So you can get the fuck out of here.
for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse.
no, I
I
never
had
did
no
that. Thank fuck
coworkers,
for
so
that.
I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money, and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win.
And Goon?
But when payday
Man, after my own heart.
arrived, I would only be paid for half
Time to play
the
Stellar
hours
Blade
I
again.
worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo.
Oh
Man,
no,
I'm
Ernest. Yo, shouts to Ernest.
taking it. Plus,
Grew up
he
on those
only
movies.
paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that
Cash
only
App?
paid you through Cash App? Man,
The
I had it.
fuck?
I only worked there for a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for for one day.
I go in here, I'm like, where can I get one? And it's just a bunch of fucking like clothing and fucking whatever the hell's in BJ's. Like, what the fuck is this? I want to get my dick sucked.
Has to go to the bathroom.
No one's made that joke before, by the way, about BJ's. No one. Now I'm the first one. The first. Hey, you ever thought of Dick's Sporting Goods? They should hang out. Like, oh fuck my life. Kill me.
I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's
See, I made the joke before. Either
false advertising. So I left.
Yeah. I'm over here trying to suck cock and they don't want
really
it.
The reason I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about jobs.
I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun.
I love the idea that you have to break your piggy bank. Oh, that's so funny to me. There's not a thing on the bottom where you just jiggle the coins out. Now you have to fucking break that bitch.
Have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a job, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on.
How many jobs denied you this week? None. Not a single one. Yeah, I'm a fucking loser. Anyway. Alright, well, that was good. That was a good video. Oh, fuck. It's because the BJ, maybe? Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why they put a star in here. So the J and the B, BJ's, he used to work there. He didn't suck any cock. I think I figured it out. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Like next time.